Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hua-sen. I come from Hebei University of Technology, China. It's a great honor for me to give a speech at the conference. The title of my report is a 5TN3 hard secret sharing scheme with efficient cheater identifying. This work is a joint work of Professor Zhang Mingwu, Sun Daijie, and me. Let's consider the following scenario. In a company, a dinner shares a secret key S of an encrypted file to other 4 colleagues. Each colleague gets a sub-secret key. All these sub-secret keys are recovered S. When this encrypted file is needed, all colleagues are required to submit their shares to recover S. At this time, if someone submits a fake share, this person, we call the cheater, can obtain S and decrypt the encrypted file. But others cannot, which may bring threat and cause losses to the company. To solve this problem, we propose a file secret sharing scheme in our paper, which can identify cheaters efficiently. Our scheme consists of 3 phases: distribution, reconstruction, and cheat identification. In the distribution phase, the dinner who owns a secret S, and he wants to share it with participants. P1, P2, Pn. First, he divides S into several subsecrets and distributes them to participants. Each participant has 3 subsecrets. In the reconstruction phase, all participants in turn submit their subsecrets to recover S. During reconstruction, if any participant submits a fake secret share, the rest of the participants cannot get S. Under such case, the participants perform the cheat identification algorithm to identify the cheaters in participants. In the cheat identification phase, we can find out all cheaters in participants. Below, we will describe the detail of the 3 phases. In the distribution phase, the dinner has a secret message S, which may be the key to a secret document or the password to open the vault door. Now, the dinner wants to share the secret S among participants P1, P2, Pn. First, he generates a decreasing sequence which contains the integers, in which we assume AL is the smallest integer, and AL satisfies D times of it is equal to S. Then the dinner, in turn, takes the V integers as constant terms to generate V different T-1 degree polynomials. Denote them as f1x, f2x, fvx. After that, the dinner distributes V secret shares to each participant according to the V polynomials. He computes f11, f21, fv1 and sets them to p1, computes f12, f22, fv2 and sets these values to p2. He computes f1n, f2n, fvn and sets them to pn. After that, each participant gets V secret shares. In other words, the ith participant gets SI1, SI2, SIV for where I is from 1 to n. All the participants don't know which secret shell is related to the secret S. When the secret S needs to be recovered, the participants need to execute the reconstruction algorithm. Suppose M participants take part in reconstruction. Here, M is greater than or equal to T and is less than or equal to N. The reconstruction algorithm needs to perform at most way rounds. In the first round, all M participants submit their first secret shell as I1. I is from 1 to M, and our participants can reconstruct the first polynomial f1x according to the M secret shells. At the second round, participants can reconstruct the second polynomial f2x according to the secret shells as I2, and so on. From the last slide, we know in the first round, the participants can obtain A1 from f1x. In the second round, the participants can get the A2 from f2x, and then they compile A2 with A1. If A1 is greater than A2, continue the protocol. With the same way, in the ith round, participants gain AL and then judge whether AL minus 1 is greater than AL or not. If AL minus 1 is greater than AL, continue the protocol. In the AL plus 1's round, participants obtain AL plus 1, and if AL plus 1 is greater than AL, then the participant can recover secret S based on D provided by the donor. It's clear that M participants perform at most the V-round protocol to reconstruct all the polynomials. If there are no cheaters, all participants can get the secret S. If there exist cheaters, the cheater identification algorithm needs to be carried out to find out them. In the reconstruction phases, after generating a polynomial, the participants need to check the highest degree of the polynomial is whether t minus 1 or not. If not, they will execute the cheater identification algorithm to find out all cheaters. Suppose in the second reconstruction round, and the participant P2 submits a false secret shell S prime to 2, which will result in generate a wrong polynomial f prime 2x. In this case, the participants check the highest degree of f prime 2x is not t minus 1, which means that there exist cheaters, and the cheater identification algorithm will be triggered to identify cheaters. Suppose in the case reconstruction round, the cheater identification algorithm is triggered. The cheater identification algorithm generates U-mark vectors C1, C2, C3, Cu according to M secret shells S1k, S2k, S3k, Smk submitted by participants. Each mark vector consists of t1s and m minus t0s, and all Mach vectors are different from each other. These U Mach vectors can be regarded as U different combinations of taking T elements from M elements. According to C1, in which the first T elements are ones and the last M minus T elements are zeros, participants P1, P2, Pt are selected to take part in the reconstruction process to obtain Fk1x. We can obtain AK1 is equal to Fk10 as an identifier. According to C2, participants P2, P3, Pt plus 1 are selected to participate in the reconstruction process to obtain Fk2x. We can obtain AK2 is equal to Fk20 as an identifier. According to C3, participants P3, P4, Pt plus 2 are selected to participate in the reconstruction process to obtain Fk3x. We can obtain AK3 is equal to Fk30 as an identifier. With the same way, we can gain U identifiers AK1, AK2, AK3, AKU. Now, we should find the most frequently occurring value in AK1, AK2, AK3, AKU. Suppose the value is AK, that means AK has the most occurrence in K1, AK2, AK3, AKU. Without notion of generality, we suppose AK1 is equal to AK2 is equal to AK3 is equal to AKJ is equal to AK. Then we calculate not all operation on C1, C2, C3, Cj to get the result Mach vector. The participants are corresponding to the zeros of the result Mach vector are jitters. Assume that the last two elements of the result Mach vector are zeros. Then participants Pm-1 and Pm are added to the set alpha of jitters. If m minus the size of alpha is greater than or equal to t, then perform the next round of reconstruction. The above contents are the main ideas of our scheme. Thanks for your attention.